My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. Dollars.
Killers and $100 billers.
It's Rubio! Thank you very much.
Hey Bernie, how's that delegate count looking this year?
Very funny, Hillary.
Lily closed the door and locked it. She thought to herself, what could he want to talk about? What could possibly be so important? It was all his own fault. It would never have happened if he had just kept his education and under practice. There have been endless questions afterwards, but he hadn't revealed his strategy. Sanders began to rummage through the room. He noticed that there was a window ajar. Sanders began spying on Hillary, especially when she began to gain more confidence. One night, there was another person with her.
I want immigration reform to pass. I want people to rise out of the shadows.
As you know, I am adamantly against illegal immigration.
Oh, I didn't know that's how you felt. My father is an immigrant.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not that against it.
Rubio is terrific. He's like a fantastic beast that's just come from another land full of hope and prosperity. Last night I watched him give a speech. The crowd was awestruck with hope in their eyes.
And that's your hero?
But he's different. He's not from here. And I think he's going to accomplish what he says.
Don't you realize there's no such thing as a hero in this world except for me? No immigrant is going to be doing something that we couldn't do.
Surely he's an exception, though. Rubio is going to do what he says.
I only have two heroes, my father and Reagan.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to build a great wall.
And it has to be built quickly.
Mark my words.
Surely.
It's my God-given right to eat this sandwich.
When we're all done eating, we'll get down to it. Everything's all ready for you know what. Right, Ted?
It's been 45 years, but I think I still have it in me.
Everyone has a right to their God-given purpose.
You know what to do, Ted?
I think I'm good. We needed Jimmy Carter to get Ronald Reagan.
He's not dead yet. Hit him again. We need him gone so they don't know he's working with us. Are you okay?
You know, every time I do this with you guys, I break out in the cold sweats. I don't know why I keep doing this.
We'll be leaving any minute now.
I did my hair for you. I'm undaunted in my quest to constantly amuse myself by fixing my hair.
Yes, I guess so.
Don't forget to email.
You bet I will. You contact me too. A politician looks forward to emails more than anything. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come. Thank you for all the letters. I read every one at least 100 times.
I read yours too. You will at least be able to stay with us for the new year, right?
Sure. Where's Bernie?
He caught a cold and had to stay in bed, but he really wanted to see you.
Oh, well that's too bad. What have you been up to since I've been away?
The usual. Sanders and I have been giving speeches and are competing for the support of the Hispanic community.
Then promote entrepreneurship and small business. No community values entrepreneurship and small businesses more than the Hispanic community.
Good idea. The workers need to be compensated for their hard work. Oh, look who decided to show up.
I brought you guys back a gift from China.
How exotic. Far more incredible than anything sold here. Sanders, take your lantern from Rubio.
Thanks, Rubio.
You know, there is a story connected to these lanterns. These lanterns were handmade back in China. They were used by the Chinese emperor to decorate his palace. And they're still used today in New Year's.
I don't know, it seems a little bit phony to me.
Strange. He was feeling so happy earlier. Are you feeling feverish?
No, not really.
Well then stop being so impolite.
It's okay. It's merely just a misunderstanding because these lanterns are so small. These are not regular lanterns, more so like good luck charms.
Rubio, when are you going back to Cuba?
Well, I don't plan on it for a while. My dad used to tell me that you can accomplish all the things that you never thought you could.
Well, you're welcome to stay with us as long as you like. Now let's go let Sanders rest. May these elections be good for us all, Rubio.
They will. They have to be. We cannot let our disappointments and our fears lead us into silence and inaction. Will you marry me?
What?
I'm asking you to marry me. I may just be a dumb politician, but there's never been anything in my life that I found that I'd be ashamed of. You may laugh when I say this, but I have nearly $2 million saved up, and I'm going to give it to you whether you like it or not.
Money is one of the largest untapped reservoirs of potential in this world. Yes, of course I will. But there are some problems we need to consider first. I mean, I know you're going to leave, and with that, it's going to be very hard.
I won't be leaving in a while, in fact.
What's your hero been up to since last time? There's a rumor going around that he's come back.
Yeah, he's back.
Did he do anything terrific on his trip?
The only thing I saw is the fact that he came back.
See, this crap's lies. Your hero is all talk. He'll never achieve anything huge in this world. Compared to me, he ends up looking like an idiot!
Think about this. Have you ever been stopped by a policeman who was an idiot? I had this idiot pull me over.
Well, the way I see it, there's only one way to make him a hero, but I can't tell you what it is yet. The time will come, though, soon.
That is the power of the American people. When we rise up for liberty, no bounds. I believe that is how we make him a hero.
Well, let me tell you about the trip that I took recently. On this trip, I was rubbing noses with these sorts of people every day, and you know what sort of people I'm talking about. Just think about it for a minute. It's enough to make you puke. There's no such thing as a good immigrant, because the role itself is bad. No immigrant's better than another. Everyone's as bad as another.
Yeah, come to think of it, I think the American dream is becoming a nightmare.
Yes, Bernie, I agree. I think every American should fill out their taxes on a postcard so they can take the dream home with them. First of all, we need to fix the train wreck that is Obamacare.
Well, back to the matter at hand. Part of being a winner is knowing when enough is enough. Sometimes you have to give up the fight at hand and move on to something that's more productive. The more productive thing right now is to focus on how to solve this massive immigration problem.
Yeah, we should make them feel the burn.
You know, Bernie, you never see the bad side of immigration. But once you do,
And God knows you will.
you'll see why building a wall is such a good idea. And you'll see why my next idea is even better. What does punishable mean?
There was something about the man that Rubio didn't like. The flicker of the light in his eyes showed that he had no idea whatsoever what that word meant.
foreign policies are more relaxed now, so it really shouldn't matter.
Even as he spoke, the man appeared to have forgotten the subject. The border made Rubio feel that he had been away for it for a long, long time.
Come on, let's go. Which one of you fellows found this place?
I did. That's why you're everything.
Thank you. That's a lot of selfless. Thank you. After months of deliberation and prayer about the future of our country, I have come here tonight to make an announcement on how I can best serve. Despite our troubles, we have it within our power to make our time another American century. In this very room, 5 decades we have been exiles in our power slaves and refugees together, built the freest and most our time powers, and most belong only to a select people. Most people who have ever lived make an announcement on how I can best serve. I chose to make this announcement at a free power because it is truly a symbol of our nation's identity and best serve.
Halfway through his story, Rubio glanced up and appeared to notice Trump looking at his watch like he was anxious. Rubio ignored Trump.
Ready to go, Yukio?
You know it's hard not to breathe. I know it's hard.
Well, once they're done with their yoga, I'll answer the questions.
Sure hope we don't see any yoga there.
Well, Trump is great at everything.
Time to go.
Still immersed in his dream, Rubio crossed the border. It felt great. Trump, as anyone knows how to make America great again.
We need to build a wall. And it has to be built quickly.
Halfway through his story, Rubio glanced up and appeared to notice Trumpet.
You know, I started off in Brooklyn.